I guess we can start. So just as an update, so we made V23. So we completed the milestone, we closed the milestone, we released the binary, and we made the proposal on testnet, and the upgrade's gonna happen tomorrow. For mainnet, we don't have the proposal yet, but the upgrade is planned to be Monday, the week of Monday, December 9th. Yeah, and everyone using the gateway, so there was an incident. There was a issue with some deposit when you were making a swap in smart contracts, and this release will fix this issue. Also, for there was another bug with the sender address. It will also fix this. And yeah, that's the main thing. It's mainly about having everything in place to enable gateway. Speaking of the gateway, today we are continuing the operation to enable it on mainnet. So we're gonna migrate the ERS-20s to the new ERS-20 custody, and because of that, so the ERS-20s will be posed on Ethereum and BSC, so you will not be able to deposit or withdraw ERS-20s on Ethereum or BSC we estimated for around 2 hours. That's for the updates. On topic, the first one I did is regarding Solana. So we're working on having everything in place to make Solana go live on mainnet. Don't have date yet, but on that, I was wondering, are we all good regarding the program upgrades? So upgrade on testnet because it's already deployed on testnet and deploy on mainnet. And I think you were looking into this. Banro, is there anything blocking on the side?
On testnet, no blocking. On deploy, not necessarily blocking, but a little improvement. I explored a little bit, but might not worth doing. So the big thing pending on the mainnet though is the multi-sig wallet. There's certain things that's certain admin operations that's a little harder to in a multi-sig console and in the squads. So I need to write some script for it.
Okay.
But I don't think there's anything blocked.
Okay. Sounds good. On testing, Stefan, you working on that? Anything to talk about that?
Yeah. Last week I checked the script that we used last time. Still looks okay. It can be used. Today we discussed Lucas to take a look into end-to-end test tool. I will take a look into that today. And also for testing, Dennis is trying to set up the local net. I'm helping with some issues there, so working on those two things regarding testing.
Okay. Yeah. The script. Did you test it on testnet?
No, just locally, but nothing changed since the last time for the deposit instruction, for the deposit stall. I assume we will need one for the deposit SPL as well, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If it's not too complex the end-to-end, I don't know what is missing for the end-to-end test, but if it's not too complex, maybe we can just go straight away to implement it on the end-to-end side, because that would be more. I mean, it's more standardized way to test the live networks.
Is
Okay,
nobody talking, or is it just me?
Sorry,
Oh,
what did you say? No, we can hear you doing it.
I think he couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want to say I will take a look into end-to-end tool first, and yeah, if I see something blocking, we can always said script should be quite simple to trigger inbound. So yeah, I will focus on the tool first.
Okay. I think we discussed about mitigating spams. Yeah, and I don't think we follow up on that, but should we consider having a deposit fee on a customizable, configurable deposit fee on the gateway? I think it will be a small change. Yeah, it's a small question or Stefan program side.
We can definitely do that, but it's the same question like that for or the threshold for observation every SPL. This a little bit of admin overhead, I guess.
We do already have that for the liquidity caps. We already have to sort of set those, so I imagine it'd be similar. I think the operational rate isn't great, but we can kind of automate that away down the line. I think it'd be good to have some anti-spam mechanism built in, even if the default is 0, and then we just turn it on as needed. But at least we have the ability to add it after the SPL token's been whitelisted.
Okay, I think we can consider doing that. Let's see if we can get in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, it will be compatible upgrade anyway. So we could test it out on testnet.
Cool. We should plan it, and we'll talk about dates after this.
I think missing issue for this one. Alright, is there anything regarding Solana? Yeah, outside of this, the foundation we are good.
ZetaChain did have one change, I think, that would be required for Solana to work right.
I think so. That one will potentially block inbound if someone sent a version 0 transaction as a deposit.
Okay, wasn't it in the... It hasn't been merged yet?
I think still open, the PR.
And supported transaction... Yeah, well, it's on the client, so that's okay.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we can just release as a Zeta client only patch first.
Yeah, I mean, was there is ago. Yeah, it's good to like put it into my son. It was unnecessary for the release, but in this case, it's that client, so it's okay. Okay, thanks for reminding that. Yeah, other thing. So, cool. Next discussion topic. I want to add topic regarding NFT standard contracts. I think you mentioned if you wanted to talk about that. If you can hear us.
Yeah, I think I can hear you. Basically, we'll go into into more detail tomorrow. So yeah, if you're able, please join the DevX call. But to unblock me, I kind of need to know like what is our preference in terms of monorepo versus uh, uh, individual repos. I know it kind of sounds surface level, but like it would be great to start uh, building this out in a proper place, so to speak. So um, that's one question I have. We don't have to discuss it right now. Just if you have any thoughts on this, um, we can discuss it synchronously. And the other question, I guess, is just high level. Basically, um, we have this pretty important functionality, right? NFT transfers and fungible token transfers. And it would be great for us to kind of align on whether we're doing this on smart contract level or we're doing it in the protocol level. I think um, like the rule is we should not be doing it at the protocol level if we can do it in smart contracts. And I don't know if there are any features that we need for these applications that will require kind of protocol level changes. Just wanted to know what you guys think.
For NFT,
Sorry?
for NFTs.
Yeah, this is about NFTs and fungible token transfers.
Mm.
So, for example,
Fungible tokens. Yeah.
I was just saying on GitHub we have an issue in the node repo about building a version of ZRC20 that you can mint on ZetaChain um, and transfer to other chains. So this is basically exactly the same thing as the token example contract.
Mhm.
So it would be great to not kind of duplicate efforts and kind of align on this
Yeah.
from the start.
I think, yeah, the right direction is to make the protocol as minimal as possible and having everything on the application level as much as we can. There are some where there are protocol modification that are required, like you take the fungible token, we have some built-in mechanisms to pay for the revert transaction, and we have this mechanism of using the the Uniswap pool to swap the ERC20s to pay the gas token, and so there are still protocol mechanisms. So, but even those, I'm thinking that it could actually be put at the application level, like the mechanism we have with ERC20s right now. Typically, the ERC20s cross transaction revert. The ERC20 converted the gas token to pay for the outbound token. But even this could be transferred into the application level. Like you could say, instead of having this automatic swap to pay for transaction fees, you could the protocol requires to directly use gas token, even if it's a revert transaction, and so it would be developed at the application layer that you need to convert the ERC20s. And that's one thing for fungible token. For NFTs, it's not the same issue. I don't know yet, so we would manage paying the revert fees if you make NFT deposits that reverts. But in general, there are some reasons why we still have some protocol mechanism. There are still protocol modification required, but I think we should look into tending towards having most of the logic at the application layer, so it's much more flexible. When we want to update those, and also, I mean, we can have those functionality represented as smart contracts. I think the NFTs could work. We could develop right now the NFTs just with smart contracts. For the what originally I was talking about native NFT support. In fact, I think that could be done fully at smart contract level. We still need the abort handling support, but that's planned for next release.
Yeah, so the revert mechanism have already been implemented and in the example. So the way it works is you send gas tokens alongside the NFT, which is used to withdraw, and if something reverts, then these same tokens are used to pay for the revert back to the original chain. So it doesn't require any protocol changes. It works right now.
Yeah, it works, but still not ideal. Like you need to send tokens.
Well, you gotta send tokens because you're sending from Ethereum to BNB. You have to pay BNB fees.
Yeah,
And the most
I mean, we
natural
could think
way.
about some.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, we could have some mechanism where you can already have some sort of prepaid accounts, like you authorize to some sort of fee abstraction. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean,
I yeah.
some features for NFT transfers for universal NFTs and universal tokens do depend like on protocol features. I just want to make sure that we're kind of all on board with like doing this at smart contract level. If some things are required, then we make changes to the protocol and build features like on a board, for example, and other things. Um, but yeah. Uh, Okay, I think that's all I had.
Okay. I can go deeper on that maybe tomorrow.
Sure.
The example contract, but no, yeah, I really think we should, yeah, have most of the logic in smart contract level, avoiding adding more stuff in the protocol. That would we would go faster with this way as well. Yeah. Next, yeah, as update. It's modification in next release. So calling it universal staking. It's still the main subject of our release. Universal staking. We are on a good track to complete it. It's mostly done. There's just the logic. What token do you distribute to the stakers? But otherwise, it's mostly done. I see Borja has some energy issues, so it's not in the call. But yeah, but other than that, there are some other stuff added in the release, and yeah, I just want to like think if someone and go add some other consideration they will have to prioritize for next release. So outside of usual staking, what I added in the release, and yeah, I added the link to the release in the calendar. You can see all the task is much more not that, but it's more like the high level task currently in the release. We have Bitcoin DevX improvements as we discussed for Bitsmile integration, like the feedback that Bitsmile gave, and also some other different improvements we want for Bitcoin since the past. So like replaced by fee. Yeah, that's the main one, I think. Making the user aware if their inbound is not observed because they don't have enough fund. So I sent it to you, Charlie, since you're main person working on Bitcoin, so please have a look at this one and share any feedback. Outside of Bitcoin, there will be some follow-up tasks regarding protocol contract v2. So at this point, we plan for gateway to be fully enabled on testnet and gateway and mainnets. So there will be some follow-up tasks. Mainly, I will be integrating Bitcoin and Solana to be routed into the gateway. So you make deposits from Bitcoin and Solana into the gateway on ZetaChain with the smart protocol. It's not the case, but something we should work for the next release. There are also some cleanup cleaning up the code base. For example, the end-to-end test, the V2 end-to-end test will become the standard end-to-end test. All the ones we used to have will be a legacy end-to-end test. So it's on V2, shouldn't be too much work on that. Other one I added, and that might be more to discuss because it might be more complex, but integrating the Zeta connector with the gateway. So right now we still have Zeta connector using message passing, and we have the Zeta connector v2 that we use to deploy and connect to the gateway. So it will enable to have all the interaction with ZetaChain consolidated into the gateway. So I mean, it's something we talk about, and that makes sense to prioritize. But open for discussion on that. Supporting on our boards. So if CTX boards, we need to have some last recovery hook when you can define a logic. What happens when you cross-function board? We realize this is very important, like this, the NFT, for example. This one, I think it's gonna be not complex also. We can completely out of it for next release. Simulation tests still for next release. Smart contracts, it's only complex, so I think we should at least have some good being good states regarding research and eventually first implementation, like only calling swap. And lastly, wondering if we can define milestone regarding the client revamp. So the work ongoing, Dimitri working on the client, and maybe can define like some goal. So there are many things to improve on their clients, but maybe for the next release we can define like what targets we can reach regarding what we want for the new code base.
Yeah, sure, will do.
Cool. On the milestone, it's not all task. There are some other bugs added as well. Some other small improvements. But yeah, in general, does anyone in the team has some feedback on that?
Yeah.
It's something you think we are looking and should be prioritized.
Yeah, would it be possible to add this issue? I don't have GitHub open right now. I'm recording the screen, but basically about the amount value in the message context when you withdraw ERC20s, because right now you can't, like, you don't know the amount, right? With gas tokens, you just use message value, but when you're withdrawing ERC20s, you don't know the amount. So it's very hard to use for production apps. We have an issue created for this, but yeah, it would be super useful to have it.
Yeah, it's this one, right? So I know you can put the information in the message, or it's not DevX friendly at all.
Yeah, I suppose you can, but yeah, it would be great to have it in context. Because basically, the reason why I'm bringing this up is the router config, which I've been working on. And if you want to transfer custom assets, if I put this information in the message, then that would kind of create a standard, so to speak, right? Like apps will be sending these values in the message when they should be just relying on the context. So I want to put in the message as little as possible if we do plan on putting the same information in the context instead.
Okay. Yeah, with in the dictionary terms, I think we can create Epic like for protocol contract improvement, and doing this one at least. I think that makes total sense. But that will be very easy to implement. It's just gonna be might be a bit tricky. It's gonna break the ability with the on-call hook that we have. But I think there are workarounds can have this. But I'm thinking as well, if we break the compatibility and we need to work around at least, we should do it as soon as possible because we shouldn't be in this situation if we haven't already the application using on-call. Okay, yeah, I did it in the action items. I think it makes sense of Epic regarding the next iteration of smart contract improvement because this will require like smart contract upgrades. It's like admin actions. It's something you can do more often than protocol upgrades, but yeah, it's still not something we should do for each. You complete issue, you do smart contract upgrade. We should define like a milestone of different smart contract improvements. Then we have those so then make the protocol contract. Okay, thanks for mentioning it. Yeah, I think at some point, so that's sort of high level tasks. There are many I think we can complete for the milestone. At some point, we can follow up next call if there are so much adjustments we can do. Because, yeah, we're not gonna complete all the epics for the milestone for sure. I don't have anything else to say on the next release.
One thing, so on the Bitcoin improvements, we've kind of had these like small little Bitcoin improvements scattered throughout the last few releases. Will we be getting wrapped up this time? Where we actually go, all right, we think Bitcoin support is in a place where it is good, and we can push it to mainnet and have it be stable, or are we still expecting to make changes this time and still be making significant changes next release?
Yeah, there are things we know we need to replace by fee. Other than that, there are some different direct improvement, and I think we should work with BitSmiley. Like, I mean, we're mainly doing this for them. Like, it's based on their feedback. So I think we should talk with them, having like a milestone from them. What are the you have this set of improvements. Is it sufficient for you to integrate your app? And so you have a clear target of what you need to complete. Yeah, I think that's the best. It's talking with external projects using the project because for us it's gonna be hard to define we do this, but it's not. We also need this. I think we can define talking with them a concrete target of tasks that we can finalize. I mean, over time, there's gonna be always some improvement we can do with Bitcoin, so that's why I create those epics. But
Yeah. There's always going to be some small improvements, but it's having something that we feel is production ready because we've got. I think the Bitcoin specifically has been sort of dragging on for a while, where it's not. It's been in like an always changing state.
yeah, the problem is, we complete something, then we get new feedbacks. We complete those feedbacks and it's new feedbacks. Should like have a talk and get concrete task. A list of tasks. Yeah. Alex, you unmuted yourself. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just I'm usually annoyed when we have the Bitcoin inscription parsing stuff that's just sat not on mainnet for so long. So like we can't really advertise a feature exists until it's actually on mainnet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's been blocked by auditing as well, but that is not in process right now. Cool. Last piece, as usual, like is there any bugs someone went to report talk about? I think recently it's been around the end-to-end tests. We need to make on the end-to-end test. Yeah, anything regarding bugs?
From my end, just thanks for cleaning them up. I think we've actually cleaned it up. Just bugs that need to be added or need to be addressed, and I added a bunch into the milestone to make sure we are kind of fixing them as they come in. I think our focus, or not focus, but I think we should try and keep, obviously keep the number of bug reports at a minimum. Not reported bugs, but then open ones. And someone on the team should be prioritizing those every sprint just to do bug fixing. And that that can help us or something like that, where it rotates around the team, but someone who can address those consistently would be good.
Yeah, it's a good point. So there were many things that we were able to close. So we have right now we have 14 open bugs, so that's a much more manageable number. There are some old ones that I think still make sense that I left open, and I actually gonna review those this week. I think some can be fixed with a trivial change. So yeah, ideally, possibly next week, maybe you could have like some like complete everything, like have like 5, 6 bugs open, so you can just go through those during the call easily. Cool. Yeah, that's it on my side. Anything else? All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.